4, 3, 2, 1. I'm now live and people can see me. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm glad that I just worked out what I was doing, because if I hadn't, that wouldn't have looked very good. But I am in the beautiful little town of Babbacombe in Devon, just outside of Torquay. It's so nice down here. I cannot begin to tell you. It's so quiet. It's so peaceful. And I'm just delighted to be here because I got to spend some time with some amazing, amazing people. And there are amazing people everywhere in the world. So look, let me bring this back on here, and then we can get started on what we're going to be talking about today. Thank you for being here. So this week, guys, please share this. I know we got a lot of people watching on Mondays. Please share this. You never know who will see it. Just share it. And you never know. Someone might just look at this and see this weird face and go, that looks interesting. Press play and take the information I'm about to share with you and radically change their life. So what we're looking at this week is, and this month actually, is wellness. And for those of you that are just showing up today, hopefully you'll take something away from today that you can go and use to radically change your life, for you to live the life that you want. Because let me ask you, I asked this question last week, but I'll ask it again. What is the most valuable thing that you own? You know, a lot of people will tell you it's their health. But then when you look at their life, you go, well, hang on, you're just saying that. And it's so easy to talk. It's much more difficult to do. And if I could just wave a magic wand and you could have better health, you know, would you want it? Would you take it? Well, most people would, right? If you just wave a magic wand and boom, poof, all of a sudden you've got better health. You've got better well-being. I'm sure you would want it, right? But we all know it's not as simple as that. And that's what we're going to be looking at today. But what would your life be like if you had better health? What would it be like? If you had an abundance of energy, if you woke up in the morning and you were just ready to go, you were focused, you were happy. Of course, it's the challenge, is what we all want. But when we look at health, we just need to look at a few different areas. One is obviously your physical health, or your physical well-being, the fact that your body can move around in the way that you would like it to. Then we have mental health, which obviously now is something that a lot more people are talking about, right? More and more people are talking about mental health, which is really important because so many people are struggling, so many people are disconnected, lots of people are suffering from stress, anxiety, depression, and it's great to be able to help those people, because I don't think anyone wants to feel that way. Then, of course, there's emotional health, which obviously is very similar to mental health, but emotional health is about you really looking to be able to choose the emotions. So let me ask you, let's start off with that. I think that's a really great place to start, is what are your favorite emotions? Let's just share that with everyone. What are your favorite emotions? And I doubt anyone's going to say depression. Yeah, I love it. I love anxiety. What are your favorite emotions? And for our elite community, those of you that are going to be working with me all of this month, it's going to be ridiculously incredible, because we're really going to focus on taking your wellness to another level. And anyone can become a My365 elite member just for £1. You can join us for 7 days and get 7 days of coaching. You can click on the link in this post, click on it and find out for yourself. If those of you that are on Instagram, click on the link in my bio and just see what coaching can do for you, because the role of a coach is all about taking you from where you are to where you want to be. That's what a coach is. So people are saying love, favorite emotions, enthusiasm. What else are we seeing on here? Those of you on Instagram, you obviously can't see what I'm seeing on here, but I'll just show you. We got 102 people in here at the moment. Happiness, contentment, happiness. Look at all these people saying happiness, happiness. All these different emotions that people are saying are their favorite emotions. Then let me ask you the question. Who's ready for a power question? Who's ready for the power question? So the power fulfillment, if these are the emotions that you would like to experience more of the time, what's stopping you from feeling more love, more happiness, more joy, more freedom? What's stopping you? It's one of the biggest challenges you have when you work with a coach, because a great coach will ask you great questions. And I truly am a great coach for a number of reasons. One, what I've done in the past in helping people. Look at that, guys. The sun is coming up behind us. Look, can you guys see that? Can you see the sky changing? The color of the sky, the beauty that exists out there. That's the beauty that exists in all of us. We resonate with all of this because it pulls on our heartstrings. So when we look at all of the reasons, so Instagrammers, Facebookers, the question I'm asking is, okay, this is what you want. You want to experience more love, more joy, more freedom, more satisfaction, more productivity, more whatever it is. You think, what's stopping me? What's stopping me from doing that? And some people are saying the world. Now, I don't know if the world is actually stopping you. The world isn't doing something to you. It's what you are doing to yourself. And listen, you are not alone. I am here with you. Look, I'm not going to sing any more Michael Jackson. You're not alone. We all have this. Someone's saying, it's a lack of confidence. It's basically the fact of how maybe we've been programmed, but I think more about how we have programmed ourselves. We have been programmed to think that we need something from the outside world to make us better. We need something out there to make us better because this is not good enough. This is not complete. Very few people will look at themselves in the mirror and go, hey, look, you're brilliant. Wow, you're amazing. I back you. I've got your back. So let's look at this compass. This compass here, right here. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Right now, north is over there. If we want to go north with better health, better well-being, that's where we want to go. These are the emotions that we want to have. We want to experience these emotions. We want to be healthier. What pulls us away from moving in the direction that you want to go? So hopefully you all agree. Say, yeah, Pete, that's what I want. If you could just wave a magic wand, Pete, so I could have better health, I could be in control of my emotions. Oh, Pete, I definitely want it. Imagine I could give it to you and you had it. But then there were certain things that you needed to do every single day so that you could keep it. Yes? Or keep control of it. We know it's the biggest challenge. It's the same thing where the ship goes out there or an aeroplane goes off. There are forces working against it. And there are forces working against you. And the force is within you. I remember 1977 watching Star Wars, and it really hit me, the power of the force. So there's a force when you wake up in the morning that can either say, right, let's get out of bed, or the other force that says, no, don't get out of bed. Stay where you are. Stay put. This is better than that. You see, I think that there are polar opposite forces within us, and they are both so powerful. One is very destructive, one is very reactive, and one is very creative, and one is very powerful to move you in the direction that you want to go. And man has always had this. Always had this. Does this make sense to everyone? Because if this was the last conversation I was ever going to have with any of you, this is what I'd say. You need to really focus on cultivating the energy to move you forwards. I was with my wife's niece yesterday. She might even be watching this now. I can see my mum's watching. My mum is watching me on Instagram. Isn't that awesome? And I was talking to her yesterday. Her name is Grace, and she's 12. And I was talking to her about, what's the purpose of life? Because a lot of people think the purpose of life is to become an adult. And I think, no. I don't want to become an adult. I want to keep being a child, really, to a certain point. But the point of life is to grow and get better. And this is where a lot of depression and anxiety and worry and doubt sits with human beings, because they know deep down they are not being as capable as they can be. You know that you're not being as happy as you can be. You know that you're not living up to your fullest potential. You know that you get distracted. You know this happens. And what that happens to all of you, or most of you at least, is you end up beating yourself up because you know that you're not being as capable as you could be. So my goal in inspiring you and being your coach, how many of you look at me and say, Pete Cohen is my coach, or this is someone I look to, I take advice from, I take counsel from, to implement some of these key ideas and put them into my life so I can be more of the person that I want to be. Because if you look at me that way, and it's my joy to be there for you, and we've helped so many people all over the world, and we'll continue to help people and inspire them. The most important thing is recognizing that you have the ability to choose. Every single moment you have a choice. And last week we spoke about this with our elite community, about carpe momentum, not carpe diem, which is Latin for seize the day. See, the day is long, it's 24 hours. There's a lot to seize, but the moment you can seize, and every moment moves you into growth or back into safety. And what we're going to be doing all of this week with our elite family is really, really, really focusing on making better decisions. Really, really, really focusing on how to tap into the force for good. Now, if you don't believe me, why do we watch films like Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz? What happens to her? She could easily have given in to the Wicked Witch of the West. Harry Potter could easily have gone to the darker side. The same with Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, the power in the ring. That power exists within all of us, and it's all about the choices that we make. And like I said, if this was the last conversation I ever had with you, this is what I'd say to you. Use the force, Luke. No, use the force that exists within you to move you in the direction that you want to go, because this is where greatness sits, and this is where you have the opportunity to go above and beyond anything you've ever done before in your entire life. So we're going to be here. Let me go to my notes for today. I want to make sure that I've just discussed what I've said. So look, there's always another level. And when it comes to your health, you go to the doctor. The doctor doesn't know how to make you well. The doctor just knows how to stop you from being sick. You understand that, right? He gives you something because you're not well to make you be a little bit better than not being well, rather than having radiant health, radiant vitality, and energy, all of these things that are there available for you. And our goal this month, especially for our elite community, is to help you graduate. Because what we do, we're not just people that talk about stuff. We are people that actually do stuff. We are applicators. And this is the key. And if you like the idea, come and work with us for a month. And I don't know how many of our elite members, what would you tell to anyone who's just watching this, whether it's live or on the replay, about why they should get involved and come and work with us just for a month and see the difference they can make? Because we're going to help you graduate as we go through what really are the fundamentals of better health. So that you see here, let me bring this up here. You guys can see this. This is what we focus on. Helping you graduate in all of these crucial areas of life: your confidence, your leadership, leading yourself, your mindfulness. We're going to spend a whole month on mindfulness coming up, helping you break habits, helping you make this the best year yet. Because these are the things, if you learn to apply certain things, you can then be that person. To be the person that you want to be, there is a payoff. Does everyone understands that? You might want better health, better well-being, but there is a payoff for that. There's a price to pay. If you want a six-pack, you've got to do something to get it. But what we're looking to do in inspiring you is helping you minimize this effort to make it that much easier. And that's what I've spent my life doing. Thank you so much for everyone that's making such amazing comments on Facebook right now about what it's like working with a coach, what My 365 is all about. Because we really appreciate every single one of our members. And before we end this broadcast, I just want to share this with you. I appreciate the fact that you guys on Instagram, you can't see what I'm looking at, but this is our membership site. So one of the cool things about what we're going to be doing this whole month is, let me bring this into the broadcast if it lets me. Here we go. What we're going to be doing this whole month is doing something which I believe is the best opportunity ever in the history of coaching, because you've got daily life coaching, and then we've got this area here. These are our master classes. Look, mindfulness, best year yet, leadership, confidence, willpower, habits. We're going to take this content, which is the best courses, I believe. That's what we're doing this month. We're doing wellness. Got an amazing course here that you can activate on any device that you have. And bringing this content to life So this isn't just like reading a book and go, oh yeah, I read your book, it was great. No, 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 no. We're doers. We're in the business of doing stuff, right? Because that's what it takes. That's what it takes. That is what it takes. That's an interesting screen I can now see there. So hopefully you guys, because at the moment, isn't the technology a funny thing, hey? At the moment, all you guys can see, let me see if I close that down, if that makes any difference. I appreciate all of you turning up this morning. So just a little recap of what we're talking about here. And you take a moment to think about what's your biggest takeaway. Isn't that amazing? The sky behind, the sun coming up. I'll show you guys this in a second. What we're talking about here is knowing that you have what it takes to have better health. It's your birthright. You were born with the same, most of us were born with the same abilities for great health, but we just haven't managed that as well as we could have. Misinformation, and that force that inside all of us that can drag us down. It's the battle. It's been there right since the beginning of time. That's why Adam and Eve is such a powerful story, because Adam and Eve give in to that power and they eat the fruit from the forbidden tree. And maybe that's a story we all need to think about, because we all need to realize that these forces within all of us, and it's very easy to give in to temptation. But there is a force far greater than that, and that's the force of you being a better version of yourself, healthier, happier, more confident. That's what we're going to be looking at this week. So today, just become more aware, because on Mondays, when we broadcast like this and we share this content with people all over the world, what I'm asking all of you to do is to become more aware. Don't look at this as right or wrong or good or bad. Just look at it. It is what it is, and become more aware of the choices that you're making as you move through the world. It's all about choices. Very important. Let me say that again. Don't look at this all good or bad. Oh, I made this bad choice. No, you just used that force and you made that choice. What are you going to do next? We want to become more aware. And for a lot of people, when they become more aware, it's like, wow, I'm really being a little bit destructive. I'm not being who I'm truly capable of being. And in order for you to be truly capable of who you are being, you need coaching. And you need to surround yourself with a group of like-minded people. And that's what My 365 provides. It is the best opportunity in the world to create a life that you personally are proud of. Thank you so much for all of you that have shown up today. Take advantage of joining us for a week for £1 and see what difference just 1 week can make to your life. What's your biggest learning? What's your biggest takeaway? Those of you that are watching on Facebook, if you have any comments, please make them now. If there's anything that you want to say, we can share that. As I show our Instagrammers here, look at this, and I'll show you guys on Facebook. Look at that. That's the beauty that exists in the world, and that is the beauty that exists in you. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I would encourage you to do that, because Instagram is a place where I share content that I don't share anywhere else, especially with Instagram stories. That might be something that you guys, if you want a bit of extra Pete, but maybe you already feel that you have enough Pete. Thank you for showing up this morning. What's your biggest takeaway? Be aware and recognize my choices. Yeah, absolutely. Your choices just need to get some momentum. And that's what we're going to be doing this month, getting some momentum in moving you forwards in the direction that you want to go. Happy, beautiful day. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you to all of you. I've loved watching people's videos. I've not watched everyone's review videos this weekend, but I can see a lot of you have. Thank you, Brian. Really appreciate it. Keep showing up, keep sharing. Have a great day and take advantage of working with me and the most incredible human beings for £1 for 1 week. And we will see you, our elite family, tomorrow. But for the rest of you, you can sign up and join Elite today, and I'll see you tomorrow as well. Click the link on the post. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's use the force within us to make this world unbelievably incredible. Instagrammers, we'll see you soon. I'm going to make a quick video on here. All the best. Bye-bye. End live video. That was a good turnout there this morning. That's really good on Instagram. And here we go. Ready? Here we go. Loopy Loo. Hey, good morning. It's Pete Cohen here. What a great broadcast this morning. Loads of people on the broadcast this morning. We are in look at that out there. Isn't that amazing? So what we've been looking at today, we've been looking at the forces that exist within all of us. If you could wave a magic wand and make people healthy, of course people would want it. But when we're talking about health, we're not just talking about physical health. We're talking about mental health, emotional health. But there's so much confusion. What do I do? What should I eat? What should I do? How should I move? How should I think? It's so confusing. And what we want to do is demystify the whole thing and make it really, really easy for people like you, because it's your birthright. And I've spent my life finding the information to help people like you be healthy, be happy, be incredible, not now, but right now and every single day. Have a great, we'll see you. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching on Instagram as well. And we'll see you soon.